What we have in number 4, now we have a compound interest problem. Suppose Omar places $9,500 in an account that pays 17% interest compounded each year. Assume no withdrawals are made from the account. And it says to follow the instructions below. Do not do any rounding. So if we're looking for the amount in the account at the end of 1 year, okay, so we have first of all, we have with our principal, okay, that is the amount that is put in. So we have that P is equal to 9,500. And for the rate, the rate we have 17%. And recording R as a non-percent decimal, so we're going to have it 0.17, and allowing T, okay, to be equal to 1 for the number of years. So filling in, we're going to have 9,500 times what's going to be 1 plus 0.17. We have to the first, and we have 9,500 times 1.17 to the first, and 9,500 times 1.17, and we're going to have for the result in this particular case, all right, so we're going to have about $11,115. So the answer to part A, we have 11,115. Now, in the case of the crossover to what we have in part B, okay, so again, we still had the principal at 9,500. Again, R is going to be at 0.17 from the 17%. Now the time span is going to be for 2 years. And now for the future value after 2 years, utilizing the same formula, so you have A is equal to P, which we have at 9,500, times again 1 plus R, which we have at 1 plus 0.17, and we have raised to the second degree. And now we're going to have 9,500 times 1.17 to the second. And for 1.17 to the second, okay, we have 1.3689 and multiplying by 9,500. Okay, and so we're going to have for this outcome, we have right at $13,004.55. And that's going to be the result that we have here for part B. All right. Now, for what we have in the case of number 5, I'll just create a little bit of room here. For number 5, you have the same kind of situation, but you're not involving money matters. But you're still looking at a situation where you can still write this in terms of the very same formula. And we have a city that has a population of 380,000, and suppose that each year the population grows by 6.75%. And the question posed is, what would be the population after 10 years? And it says to round the answer to the nearest whole number. All right, so just taking what we have here. Okay, so you have starting out with the initial population. So you have it 380,000. And for the rate of growth, again, we have 6.75%. And writing as a non-percent decimal, so you have 0.0675. And again, for the amount of time, we have 10 years. And just taking what we have with the values and looking for the future population, we can have A to represent this and putting in the numbers. So you have 380,000. We have times quantity of 1 plus 0.0675. And we have raised to the 10th power. So you have 1.06 0.75. And we have raised to the 10th power. And just with the figure from the calculator, you have a number that is over 1.92. And just taking what we have for the decimal result and multiplying by 380,000, we're looking at right at 730,235 people in 10 years. Okay, assuming that the rate of growth is going to be at 6.75%. All right, so that'll be the outcome that we have in this instance. All right, now and the crossover to what we have in number 6. Okay, here we have the compound interest formula, and for what we have entailed in number 6, okay, it says Money Savers Bank offers a savings account that earns 3% interest compounded continuously. If Nicole deposits $1,400, how much will she have in the account after 5 years, assuming she makes no withdrawals? And it says do not round any intermediate computations and round your answer to the nearest cent. Okay, so we have just for the items of information, okay, so P is going to be the principal or the amount that is deposited. So we have at $1,400. And the rate of interest, okay, we have at 3%. And once again, we're going to record R at 0.03. And for the time span, once again, we're looking at 5 years. So just for what we have in the mix, okay, so we have filling in. So we have for the future value. So we have, again, so we have 1,400. And we have times E. And we have raised, okay, to the 0.03 times 5. And we have 1,400 times what is going to be e to the 0.15. And e to the 0.15, okay, that's going to be right at 1.16183, and just keeping that decimal and multiplying by $1,400. Okay, so we're going to have to the nearest penny, you have right at $1,626.57. Okay, so if we have Nicole to put in $1,400 today and the account draws 3% interest compounded continuously, then after 5 years we have a growth of over $200 in interest, where we have going from $1,400 to where the account balance is going to be at $1,626.57.